Yeah, thank you, Chloe. I think the first one I'd probably say is if it was the younger self, it was more around not going through all the certifications.
Mhm.
I kind of got pushed down this route where certifications was the only way to get into the cyber industry, and it's not all about that. I
Yeah.
suppose if I were to reflect back, it's more around having more hands-on experience,
Mhm.
going into networking forums, going into conferences, and enable that continuous learning. I think that is very key and pivotal in progressing in cyber.
The second question we've got is, do you have a pivotal moment maybe in your career that made a significant impact?
Yeah, so my background is kind of strange because, I was a police officer, and
Mhm.
for me to go from law enforcement to cyber was a huge change and a leap. So the
Mhm.
first thing I did was I fell into normal security, normal physical type of security, and I fell into cyber by mistake.
Mhm.
Now, falling into cyber by mistake was a good thing because I didn't feel the need and necessity and possibly even the drive to an element to
Mhm.
keep on pushing myself into uncomfortable levels. I
Mhm.
actually went into smaller, easy levels that I found easier to digest for myself. One of them would be risk management. The
Yeah.
type of risk management you get in police force to what you get in cyber or any element of security is the same.
Mhm.
So that's been really great for me because I've been trying to enable an enterprise risk management model in most of my different roles I've proceeded in. So, prime example is a startup business I was in, a part of. There wasn't any risk management there. I spearheaded a global project to understand and educate the whole business on what risk management means, turned that into a digital risk management enterprise. And we moved from making decisions which were normal business decisions to
Mhm.
digital led decisions, which were a bit more dynamic.
Last but not least, the final question is, how do you approach setbacks and challenges in your professional life, and what's your kind of go-to strategy to overcome them?
Yeah, I've come across a very significant setback, I'd like to say, and
Mhm.
that was actually me understanding that I was dyslexic.
Mhm.
Now, I came across I was dyslexic whilst in the police, and that was all around how I was encompassing and translating my thoughts onto documents and onto pieces of files and case files.
Mhm.
That didn't go down that well, and I went through a series of tests, and I understand I was dyslexic.
Mhm.
Now, that's been quite a stumbling block in cyber because we're always about technical speak in cyber,
Yeah.
and translating technical jargon into simplified language is often very hard.
Yeah.
And being dyslexic is my go-to. I'm not around the simple. I keep on going to the technical speak, but not everyone understands it. So I've turned that kind of setback into a positive. So I've
Mhm.
now looked at how can my dyslexia be a catalyst to make me more succeed, and that's about making more creative, more 3D elements of visualizing my problems, visualizing what that risk looks like, and demonstrate it to my leaders in my business. So that's been a massive positive for me, really.